On December 29th of 2013, the Formula One world received the saddening news that Michael Schumacher has been rushed to the hospital in critical condition. The greatest of all time suffered a serious brain injury while skiing. Since then, he's never been seen in public again, leaving the F1 world with many questions. How is Michael Schumacher's health condition? Is he making any progress? To begin, let's look at how Schumacher's accident happened. What was meant to be an enjoyable family experience for the seasoned skier ended up in tragedy. Schumacher went skiing with his son Mick Schumacher and his friends at the Maribel ski resort in the French Alps, despite his fears that the snow wasn't optimum. He was crossing an off-piste area between Piste Chamois and Piste Madouy when he struck a rock and fell, hitting his head on a rock. Despite wearing a helmet, Michael suffered a severe brain injury. However, doctors later claimed that he would have passed away if he wasn't wearing a helmet. He was airlifted to Grenoble University Hospital, where he underwent 2 surgeries before being put into a medically induced coma to reduce brain swelling. In June 2014, Michael was taken out of his coma and transferred to the University Hospital of Lausanne in Switzerland. He was eventually allowed to return to his home in Gland, Switzerland to rehabilitate some more. His manager, Sabine Kem, said in an interview at the time, "Michael has left the CHU Grenoble and he's not in a coma anymore." Henceforth, Michael's rehabilitation will take place at his home. Considering the severe injuries he suffered, progress has been made in the past weeks and months. There is still, however, a long and difficult road ahead. Since then, Schumacher's family has been quiet regarding the legend's health, leaving his fans in the dark. Sabine addressed the issues, denying any speculations about Schumacher's condition. Additionally, she stated that his health is a private affair. "We ask that the privacy of Michael's family continue to be respected and the speculations about his state of health are avoided," Sabine said. However, a 2014 Telegraph said that Michael was paralyzed and in a wheelchair. Next, we look at updates from Schumacher's family. Despite the scarcity of information regarding Schumacher's health, he communicates with his fans via his wife, Karina. In June, Karina and her daughter Gina accepted the state prize of Nordrhein-Westfalen on behalf of Schumacher for his contribution to German communities. She sobbed during the emotional ceremony as the audience gave Schumacher a standing ovation, and she revealed how Schumacher's been doing since the accident, admitting that the star is different now. She said, "I miss Michael every day, but it's not just me who misses him, it's the children, the family, his father, everyone around him. I mean, everybody misses Michael, but Michael's here. Different, but he's here, and that gives us strength, I find. We try to carry on as a family as Michael liked it and still does, and we're getting on with our lives. Private is private," as he always said. "It's very important to me that he can continue to enjoy his private life as much as possible. Michael always protected us, and now we're protecting Michael." She further opened up about Schumacher's treatment at home. "We do therapy. We do everything we can do to make Michael better and to make sure that he's comfortable and to simply make him feel our family bond. And no matter what, I will do everything that I can. We all will," she said. In a speech enough to make a grown man cry, Mick Schumacher talked about how he doesn't get the chance to tell his father about his racing career. He said, "Since the accident, these family experiences, these moments that I believe many people have with their parents, are no longer present, or to a lesser extent, and in my view, it's a little unfair. I think Dad and me would understand each other in a different way now simply because we speak a similar language, the language of motorsport, and that we would have much more to talk about. And that's where my head is most of the time, thinking that would be so cool. I would give up everything just for that." It's sad to see how Schumacher's health has affected his family. Following that is Jean Tot's update on Schumacher's health. Former Ferrari CEO and Schumacher's boss at Ferrari, Jean Tot, paid Schumacher a visit and gave a rare update. In a 2019 interview, Tot stated that Schumacher has been strong and that he never gives up, just as his family never stops fighting with him. He also said that he watched an F1 race with him. He said, "I'm always grateful with such statements, but it's true. I saw the race together with Michael Schumacher at his home in Switzerland. Michael is in the best hands and he's well looked after in his house. He does not give up. He keeps fighting." Tot, in an interview, said with German television channel RTL that he doesn't miss Michael because he sees him. He, however, says that he misses what they used to do together. He did, however, reveal that their friendship isn't as strong as it once was. His family is fighting just as much, and, of course, our friendship cannot be the same as it was because there's no longer the same communication as before. He continues to fight, and his family is fighting the same way, said Tott. In September of this year, former Formula One chief Bernie Ecclestone gave the fans and press a positive update. He said, "He's not with us at the moment, but when he gets better, he'll answer all the questions." Piero Ferrari, the son of Ferrari founder Enzo Ferrari, also shed some light on Schumacher's health. He said, "I'm sorry we talk about him today as if he were dead. He's not dead, but he's there, but he just can't communicate." Moving on, only a few people are allowed to see Schumacher. Just like updates on Schumacher's health, visits to his home are also limited. Only a select few people are admitted to see Schumacher, and Corinna chooses who gets to see him. Luca Badoer, Schumacher's former colleague at Ferrari, said, "Only a few people are allowed to visit Schumacher. His wife Corinna decides who's allowed to see him." Eddie Jordan, who gave Schumacher his F1 debut, in an interview with the Irish Daily Mirror said, "I reached out and at one stage asked, was it appropriate to go and visit him? The answer was no. No visitations for anyone at that moment except actual, direct family." These limited visits have resulted in alarming allegations against Corinna by Wiley Weber, Schumacher's former manager. In an interview with La Gazzetta dello Sport, Weber claimed that she's never been allowed to see Schumacher since he got injured and also accused her of sidelining him in Michael's health situation. "I tried hundreds of times to contact Corinna and she didn't answer. I called Jean Tott to ask him if I should go to the hospital and he told me to wait. It's too early. I called the next day. No one answered. I didn't expect behavior like that and I'm still angry about it. They kept me out telling me it's too early. Now it's too late. It's been 9 years. Maybe they should tell it as it is. I could understand the situation initially, as I always did everything I could for Michael to protect his private life. But since then, we've heard nothing but lies from them," Weber said. "I know that Michael has been badly hurt, but unfortunately, I don't know what progress he makes in rehab. I'd like to know how he's doing, and shake hands with him or stroke his face. But unfortunately, this is rejected by Corinna. She probably fears that I'll immediately recognize what's going on and I'll make the truth public," he added. Does Weber's last statement clearly show why he isn't permitted to visit Schumacher? What are your thoughts on the allegations? Let us know in the comment section down below. Neurologist Eric Reiderer on French television TMC said this about Michael's health. "I think he's in a vegetative state, which means he's awake but unresponsive. He's breathing, his heart is beating, he can probably sit up and take small steps with help, but no more. I think that's about it for him. Is there any chance of seeing him as he was before the accident? I don't really think so." However, it's not known whether Reiderer had visited Schumacher himself or what information he was basing this opinion off of. Could his statement and Weber's allegations be a sign that Michael's rehabilitation isn't as the family says? Finally, we take a look at Schumacher's formidable F1 career. It would be impolite of us to talk about an F1 legend without mentioning his incredible career. Schumacher raced for Jordan, Benetton, and Ferrari before retiring in 2006. He, however, made a comeback to the sport in 2010 with Mercedes and retired again in 2012. The 7-time world champion, whose achievement is only equaled by Mercedes' Lewis Hamilton, was a force to be reckoned with in his racing days. His ruthlessness, combined with his calculative nature to the extent of risking everything when necessary, instilled fear of racing against him for his opponents. A rare combination of qualities that has only been seen in the current world champion Max Verstappen. He was not only feared by his Formula One rivals, but also in karting, where he won 7 championships. With a record of 115 wins, 194 podium finishes, 80 pole positions, and 87 fastest laps during his career, Schumacher remains one of the best in F1's history. Was this not one of the most incredible careers in sports? Despite the fact that we haven't seen Schumacher in public since his accident, he remains in our minds and in our hearts thanks to his incredible moments on and off the track. All we can do is wish for strength and wish for the best for his loved ones. And that's about it for today, guys. Award us with a like if you enjoyed the video. Make sure to take a look up at the subscribe button for more amazing F1 content. Thanks for watching.